Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to talk about the Croydon bus simulator on Roblox, about the new custom companies, branding and IP policy. So for people to understand why this is in place, so because not just this game but any game on Roblox, you can't have any actual branding on a video game. So, for example, so we have like Koi Coach as Stagecoach. Now, we can't have Stagecoach in the game because this is a Roblox game. Okay, um, there are other games like Euro Truck Simulator or Farming Simulator who have brand like Mercedes, Scanias, um, which they can have on their game because they have um, the license to do so, and they're partnered with that branding. Now, you can have the livery, you're allowed that, but only the devs are allowed to do that. You can't just go, okay, I want to make a Stagecoach bus in my own company. You can't do that. Now, I've gone through about 18 companies regarding this polity and what would happen. Um, so names that are visible or audibly confused with real name, e.g., Arriva into Arriva, are now prohibited under Sector 1. Your core brand identity may only take inspired from one real-world element, name, design, or identity. Combined into or more is a violation. So, for example, we go on this company. Now, this company shouldn't even be on the game. Now, the other reason why this is in place is to stop this company from being top of the week every single week. Now, the whole point of why we have these Croydon companies or custom companies is basically to make up your own bus company by using your own words and not anything regarding copied or anything that could get you into trouble. So other other games have got in trouble before. Train Sim World 5, when that came out, um, I'm going to say it was either last year or the year before. On the day of release, within an hour of the game being released, there was an update, and that was because of the line, which is the, I forgot the name of it, but it goes from Watford Junction or to Milton Keynes to London Euston, I think it is. And the train operator who runs on that route has said that they can't have their brand on that game, and that's why they got into trouble. They can keep the train and their livery on there, they just can't have the name of the company on that train because they didn't have permission and they didn't have the license to do so. That's why we can't have copied or real brand or company colors. We can't have that. So with this company, first thing first, that's an old Arriva bus company. That's the exact same colours. The other thing that I want to also mention is one of the E200. That's a Falcon bus, which I know about this company because I travel on it quite a lot. Now, this company would get violated for the name. The other one would be delivery. You can't have both. You can have one or the other, but you can't have both. Now, my advice would be between now and the 30th of March, do the research, check that your company is not a real company, look at the liveries and the paint colours that they used, and make some changes if both of them are broken. Now, if you don't change your name, your company livery, and most importantly, the logo, you cannot have the exact same company logo, whether that's Arriva, Stagecoach, any company brand. You can't even have Asda or Tesco's or NHS. Someone the other day, he got banned for having branded names on his game, and his account came permanently banned. And he doesn't understand why he got banned, and it's because he had NHS spelled as in NHS. He should have put something different, which wouldn't have been violated. You look at another game that I play on Roblox is Canterbury Fire and Rescue Service. Now, in the real world, there's the exact same name, but it's spelt differently. So yeah, you can't have what you want. Now, let's look at another company. Let's look at my company, which is called Delta Coach. Now, when I did my company, which was literally a year ago, I did the research behind the scenes, and there's a company called Delta Coaches, but that's not inspired by that company. This is just a made-up company. Now, maybe one day I might buy a bus, a real bus, and I could make Delta Coach on that bus and make my own bus company. That might be an option. That is on my bucket list, but that is an option. Now, if that ever happens, I would have to change my company completely. I would have to change the name. I would have to change the livery, and all that. Another thing that I should also mention, you can't have the Super Loop. You can't have the Super Loop logo. I'm guessing they're not on here anymore, but I know for sure there was Super Loop maybe, or something along those lines, and it had the actual logo of like a bus stop logo. So there's a few companies on here that do need to change a lot. But if you're not 100% sure whether if your company is safe or you're at risk of getting a violation or deletion, which means your company will be deleted, please let me know in the comment section, and I will try and help you as best as I can. Most importantly, do the research, and it will massively help you. Now, I know someone is very mad that I'm doing this, but I'm doing this to help you from getting basically deletion. Because if your company gets a deletion, that means that your bus company on the 31st of March will be gone for good. Not only that, you won't be able to make another company after that. So what I advise you to do from now and the 31st of March, do the changes, do the research, change your company name, logo, and the liveries. I've even looked at someone who's already posted on Facebook about it, and I could already see why he got banned. His company had got violated as well, and that was because of Stagecoach, the new, the dark coloured bus. That's why he got a violation, and then he got a violation again because of his logo, and that's because once you get two violations, that is a complete. You'll get that deletion, no matter what. Now, overhead wires from who one of the devs from this game, he messaged me approximately half an hour ago asking that if I have any questions, I can just ask him. So yeah, you can't have what you want. The whole point of having custom companies is to create your own company. You can't have any branded or anything like that. The only other way you'll be allowed to have company names and brandings and things like that is if this game is not on Roblox and it moves into an actual video game, and then whether if the devs decide to do that, I don't think they will, but if that did, they'll then have to partner with someone like SES software or someone who has the license to have the brand on a video game. And I know it's frustrating because you put a lot of work into your company and all this, but at the end of the day, it's the rules. You can even go to court for breaking these rules, and I've warned several companies that at some point your company will get banned because you're using these brands to help you succeed. Even though I love Stagecoach buses, I love Arriva buses, I love Go Ahead buses, but none of them are related. None of my buses are related to them. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. But if you want me to help you see if your company will get violated, then that will do. Now I'm going to go through some of the companies which I have written down, and I've gone through them, and I will basically tell you if you're safe or not. And if you're not safe, whatever the reason, you've got to change it. And if you don't change it between now and the 30th or 31st of March, your company will be at risk of getting a violation or deletion, meaning that your company will be permanently deleted for good. So the first company, obviously, we've already been through Arriva, so that applies to everyone. It's not just that person, it applies to everyone. So the next one is go red. Your company is at risk because you're basically acting as go ahead or go travel. So one or two things, well, two things that I would certainly do would to change your name and change it to something different. And most importantly, just change your colours because you're just going to get that violation. Um, Now, regarding the 20%, you're allowed to have 20% of your fleet as branded companies. I don't know exactly the amount, but I'm guessing it's between 2 to 4. But don't take the risk. Do not take the risk. Um, just obviously, if you're in the Discord server, um, in Kataro Discord server, just ask them and they will help you. Um, because they're part of the team, and we don't want to see this game get destroyed and we won't be able to play it if people break these rules. This is the problem. Um, so yeah, you need to change your company. So the next company is this company. So this company would have to change its name because there is actually a company which is known after this, and this needs to be changed. As of your bosses are fine. Uh, so yeah, you'll need to be um, you'll need to change your company name. This company is safe. This company is, I'm gonna say it's 50-50 on the violation because of your colors. Um, but then again, I could be wrong. But um, the most important company, this is probably by far the second company who is second down from Arriva who has copied. Unfortunately, this company will get a complete deletion. One being the name, and the other reason is because of this. You cannot have your buses as, this is basically a real bus livery in real life. You can't have that. So you'll need to change your company. So Game UK travels are okay. I did get asked about this company as well on the Facebook group, and I think you're safe. Um, Inferno's safe. You're safe. You're safe. Um, the other one that I spotted that could get a violation, if I find it, this one. So you could get potentially violated due to delivery and also the name. So obviously, if you get violated for both of them, your company will be deleted. Um, okay, so there was a company which is name is modified, which makes it a lot harder to find. Right, I'm just gonna search the person because I can't seem to see where your company is. No, okay, right. So we're looking for name moderator starts with a P. Chances are we may have to come back to this one. But this company, unfortunately, you need to change your logo. That's technically Stagecoach. So even if you did this, you had the logo and you changed the color on it, you'll still get a violation. So yeah, yeah, there was definitely one on here that had the same issue being a Stagecoach logo. Okay, I can't seem to find it. Also, for those who want to get their company on the leaderboard, you have to fill in the thing in your company at the bottom of your page. I've already done mine, and mine will pass flying colours because it's not an issue. Again, it's Stagecoach. You can't use that. But yeah, there was definitely one on here that had a Stagecoach livery. Another company that I would also mention is Bus Plus. He may have changed his liveries, but he originally had the Stagecoach gold, and I can definitely see that he definitely changed the bus livery. But yeah, you can't have another one who I have driven in the past is slow coaches, which it's basically Stagecoach. Again, this is basically Stagecoach. You can't that one you might get away with because there's no loop pattern here, so that one might be fine, but rest of your buses are complete Stagecoach. So if you have this and you have the logo, that's a violation, and that will also get you it would also get you deletion. So bear that in mind. So yeah, this is the end of the video. But as I said before, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below, and I can try and help you. But bear in mind that the deadline is at the end of this month, which is the 31st of March this year. But the sooner you can fill in the form, and then the dev will review your company. Also, be honest with them with the questions. Don't lie, because that won't help. Um, so some of the question it might ask, that is your company basically related to Stagecoach or anything like that? Is it like made by Stagecoach or Arriva or anything like that? That's, you just got to be honest with them. Just be honest with them, because it will help you out. But also, that if you're not sure, just ask. But yeah, you can't. You just got to follow the rules, no matter what. If you want to have a Stagecoach bus or a Riva bus or anything like that, just go play OMSI. Simple. And talking of OMSI, it's currently on a deal at the moment. Um, Obviously, make sure that you have the requirements for PC or laptop to play it. But yeah, so yeah, that's it really. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and looking forward to see your comments.